Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Thursday. So today you join us with the 35X. First time you've seen this for a long time on the channel. And on the back we have a new to us Ferguson 9-tine sprung cultivator. Okay. Couple of reasons for today's video. Firstly, obviously I've just acquired this and I want to have a little play with it, as all people should. Secondly, the reason it is on the 35X, I want to check the operation of the hydraulics or the linkage. Is the linkage on this tractor any good? I know the engine's worn. It runs nicely, but it's a very poor starter from cold. I know the brakes don't work, the diff lock pedal is seized, but what I don't know yet is the condition of the hydraulics. I have done some testing on it. I have hung a loader counterweight off the lower links, and it lifts that perfectly, no issues at all. I think from reading the books those concrete weights are about 150 kilos, and it lifted it like nothing was there, and it held it well, and it even held it with the engine off. I think it took about 20 minutes to drop, which is pretty good going. I'm happy with that. So what I'm hoping to do today is give the depth or the draft control a test out with this, with the cultivator in some soil, just to see does the draft control work, because at the moment I'm not planning on touching the linkage or the hydraulics. I know the pump seems to be good, the ram is clearly, and the ram seals are clearly good if they can hold that weight for that length of time. What I don't yet know is the condition of the draft control. I do know there's a lot of wear in here, which is no big deal. You can see flopping and wobbling about. That's easy to cure. We're going to do that anyway, and that is a very common problem. But what I don't know is, does it work internally? But that's what we're going to find out today. And what we're going to do, well, what we're going to hope to do, got to put hope in because things could go wrong. We've got some ruts in the gateway here. What we're going to do, we're just going to tickle them with a cultivator, and eventually, hopefully, after a few passes, it should all level up nicely. The big issue we're going to run into is the tyres, lack of tread on the tyres. That could be our downfall. We're going to see how we go. What I'm hoping to do is lots of shallow passes. Firstly, that will test out, the ability of the draft control to hold the depth, and equally, it will put hopefully not too much pressure on the tyres, cause us to lose traction. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a go, see if we can get these ruts leveled off a little bit. seems to be doing a reasonable job. It's going to take a good few passes to get these ruts leveled, but we're getting somewhere now. It's breaking it up nicely. The cultivator working, doing what it should. Every time it hits something hard, the springs just allow the tines just to give a little bit right over the obstruction, spring back into work. So that's all working as it should. The top link, the draft control, it is good. It is holding a constant depth. Just quickly show you. So on a 35, or on all 35s, there's two levers, two hydraulic levers. So this is the up and down. Okay, so that is up, this is down. When you're working in ground engaging implement like this is, put it in the lower section, just right at the bottom, written into the quadrant, it says response there, slow, fast. Okay, so that is where you put your lever. Now that it will respond to draft signals fast in the fast sector, or down the bottom, slowly down there. So that regulates how quickly it reacts to the top link signals coming from the implement. And then this lever, double lever here, is where you set your working depth. Okay, so the inner or the top lever gives you a little bit of movement, and you do this thumb wheel up here that locks this lower one. So if you were ploughing, wanted to maintain an even depth, you set these two level. If you want to ease up a smidge, just go up on that one, down on that one. But to get to maintain your level, you kind of keep these two level. So what I'm doing, when I hit a very tough spot, just ease it up a little bit on this one, and when you're through it, you can go back down to where you were. Tyres, doing much better than I thought. We are slipping a tiny bit at times, but considering they are pretty much bald, I wasn't expecting to get as far as I have, so things are going well there. Now we've got it pretty well broken up, I might change up a gear, just go a bit faster, try and get it leveled off a bit better.
Tears in your eyes at the end of the day in a 20-acre field with this thing. You wouldn't see much difference at the end of the day, would you?
What wouldn't?
Well, the width.
Oh, well, no, the width. No.
Take forever, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's all right in the gateway.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it here. Perfect for the job as far as that to go. We're a mess, but you went into it. Even a 6-acre field isn't much, is it? Really? Especially if you had to go over it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we never had one of them here, did we?
No, we got that trailed one, Martin's one. I don't know where he's buried in the hedge
He's
somewhere.
over there, isn't he, by the barn?
I rode around the ear, supposed to be 9 foot wide. I don't think it were.
No.
Yeah, I've sat and talked to you about a bit. That were pretty boring, I must admit, since you couldn't see what you. I don't really know why you did do it. I mean, what if this car doesn't work a decent seed bed?
Well, yeah. Right, so there we go. We have got it levelled off a bit now. Got rid of the ruts. Always get a rut in this gateway. It's just the main gateway out of the yard. But yeah, we've levelled it up now. Got it looking a bit tidier, and we've had a play with our new cultivator, which all seems to do what it should do. Most importantly of all, we have tested the tested the hydraulics. I'm now satisfied. Internally they're good. I might pressure test it one day, but I'm not too worried at the moment. I'm satisfied I don't have to lift that lid off and get in there and do stuff. The draft control works, up and down works fine, and it holds the weight like we said earlier on, so I'm happy with all that. The top link spring is easily done. That will be a video coming up in the future. But other than that, externally there's a lot of wear. The link arm, the balls are a lot of wear in here. I think the pins up on the front end are bad. That's quite a major job to change those pins, so that will be done. But internally, I think we're going to leave it alone for now. So right, there we go. I would say thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little kind of a cultivations video, kind of a testing video, mostly just playing. So there we go. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Right, so I would say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.